Yes, people.
Good evening.
And for them and those, say no more. It's the law now, people.
From Monday.
From Monday.
Imagine Independence Day. We have to wear masks.
Big up Burn Team family. We are here again to give some trouble. As always, if you all were paying attention, this is looking like another ladies topic.
Yeah. I don't know if today the guys might say, listen, you see this nonsense?
Fellas, all they had to come out and all they had to stand up and defend all themselves. So we do believe in mental health, physical health, financial health. This is Burn Team, emotional health.
Yes.
So, we have started this real talk drive to kind of get our mental health and our members as well. Yes? So the topic for today is
cheating and flirting. Yes, cheating and flirting. And of course, you all know now that the topics that we are discussing are the topics that our valued viewers and participants have suggested. Alright, so yesterday we had Sherry and Giselle suggesting that we do this topic. So I hope that they are on the live. I'm not seeing them as yet, but they shall join us.
Big up Miss Batiste.
Hi, Neke.
Batiste on the inside, the Batiste family, the big team. That is Team Chica.
Yes, family.
Family. Yes, so one of our Burn Team members on the page suggested that we do this topic, which is cheating and flirting. Guys, it looked like we head on the chopping board again.
Why is that?
So we will get into it as the time progress and regress and digress. So for all who hearing us properly, Nika, are you hearing us properly? Miss Batiste, all the people on the live, you can send some hearts before we continue. Is everything nice and smooth? As you look to the back, you're seeing some stuff. I don't know if all they could see it. She can take this cheating to a different level.
That's
So my question for the people on the live, you can comment, is do you think cheating is bad? The word cheating.
Yeah.
Because the topic from before, people were a bit romanticized and they took one angle, and when we cleared it up, there are many angles.
Yes.
So cheating and flirting, is it good, is it bad, do you hate it, do you love it, and is the word cheating just a bad word? Yes, I'm seeing the thumbs up. We are something. Yeah? So, in the comment section, because it's ladies here, I don't mind being among the ladies. I have no problem with that. The guys, if you don't want to jump in here, that's your problem. Right? Cheating, flirting. What's your take? We need some info. We need some perspective. Chica will give a perspective. Shortly. And I will give.
Good evening, Sherry.
My perspective. Good evening, Sherry. Sherry, this is your topic, so I need you to be very active in this chat. So, again, is cheating bad? 1. Is cheating good? 2. Is cheating could be good, could be bad? The word cheating. what do you consider flirting? And we will get into the definitions of these words in the Oxford Dictionary, because sometimes words will say one thing and mean an next according to who's saying it, how you're saying it, what context you're saying it in, what tone you're using. So, people cheating, flirting. Yeah? What do you think? Yes, Andy's on the inside.
Yes, Andy.
Fellas, stand up. I need my soldiers in this one. They're coming at me. The ladies and them go come at me in this one. Andy, you have to stay on and hold the fort with your soldier. Big up Andy, Burn Team member from 19 Oolong.
So Nikita is saying that cheating is bad, 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 bad. 4 bads.
And it goes to show that sometimes words, when not interpreted properly, could give you a negative vibe, because every word could be used for good and every word could be used for bad. Now when we hear cheating, so I'm throwing some things out there. School days, all you know who write C stand up, all who write in exam, all who in UE. So you're doing your degree in social work. So Chika has her degree, she's not doing it, I'm just playing. But before she got her degree, she had an exam. So let's say Chika is sitting on a desk and a gentleman asks Chika for the answer and Chika slides him the paper and shows him the right answer for a particular question. Is that cheating? Is that bad?
Yes, it is cheating. And yes, it is bad.
So we have Sherry. I know Sherry comment
so Sherry is saying that cheating is being unfaithful to your partner.
Really?
Right? But it is also, you know, it can also help you achieve your goal as well.
She did have a lot of different connotations.
Sherry, what are some of the goals that you are speaking of in this case that you know you want to achieve? When you talk about, you know, cheating can also help you achieve your goals. Please enlighten us.
So Chika will give us the dictionary Oxford meaning of the word cheating, and here it comes.
Right, so it's to act dishonestly and unfairly to gain an advantage. Good afternoon, Mrs. McCalman. It was nice this morning.
Miss McCalman came out this morning for those, them and those. We were on Alexander Hill this morning. Miss Carlman. Mrs. was out there.
Yes.
And she really put her best foot forward. So let's send some hearts for Miss McCalman, because she survived one morning session with Burn Team, and it's not easy. Burn Team mornings is reasons to stay home. And we want to big up
Giselle Andrews.
Giselle Andrews is training in preparation for the Defense Force examination when coming to physical activity. So she is going through a very rigorous training course with Burn Team, and she nearly died this morning.
Yes,
you almost have to call ambulance.
So we have Candy Barbara inside the house. Good afternoon. Right, she say good evening all. Right. Cheating and crime is wrong. Cheating in a relationship is bad. Cheating once in a while on your diet or fitness is not bad. Right, Andy, yes, boy, bring it out. So Andy is saying, I say do unto others as you would like them do unto you. It's not, you know?
So I am devil's advocate as always, people. Always. Hope to see you next week or tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow, and we hope for the night.
Tomorrow morning we do have another training session in Skinner Park. Yes, so we're looking forward to that. We'll do a little live as well. Right? Now I am devil's advocate in all things. So we saying cheating is bad. So people, I like to get perspective. So what I'm hearing, what we're hearing is a more relationship
Yeah.
type of connotation. No, I did bring up the examination room, which you will get through the examination room. I'm not saying to go and cheat on your kids, and I'm not saying go and cheat in that avenue.
Yeah.
What I would see, and I'm going out on a limb, you know me, so I like a chop of my head if I feel like. Right? What I have realized from the topic before tying into this one, if you don't think it have a tie, I believe it have a tie. Because when we go into school, they teach us to memorize, learn our work, and pass our exams.
Yeah.
Right? So we go into the school system and we are taught to memorize and learn our work and pass. But in the real world, it's not like that. In the real world, you have to fail a lot and get used to failing, and you have to work together with people.
Yes, you have to.
So, whereas you would say in a classroom, in an exam, you can't work together because it's called cheating. But in real life, you have to work together to find out the answer. And the definition of cheating is?
To gain advantage.
And in the world of business.
But they say dishonest and unfair.
In the world of business, and in the world of sport, and in the world of life, this world is set up by gaining advantage.
Yes.
If we teach our children now not to understand that this world is working to gain advantage, you work and you get a degree or education to get the advantage in the interview over the next person who doesn't have the degree. You do things to gain advantage over others in order for you to achieve your goal.
True.
So I could have said, I could do the job just like Chika, but Chika has a degree, so now Chika has the advantage. And then I could see, if you basing, you hiring me on that, then that's unfair. It didn't really give me a chance to fail at the job. Now, if I could do the job, if you gave me a probation and say, okay, you don't have this, but if you could perform that job properly, and I bypass your ability because somebody has a degree, I could now come and say that's an unfair advantage. But Chika, doing her degree, gained the advantage for the world of work.
Alright. Okay. Alright. We hear you.
So Del Fletcher, blessed love her next soldier, the light on the still right here. Fellas, they coming at me. Them ladies go come at me tonight, so they hold the fort with me. And tonight it have a balance, it have better and women on the life.
Yes.
So, right. So flirting. So the topic today, if you're now coming on, is your views on cheating as a word and flirting. Yes. So this is basic unconventional raw nutrition. This is Burn Team on the inside. If you're looking at us on Facebook, like the page, so they'll share this live. Like the page, share it. If you look at it on YouTube, remember to
subscribe.
Right? So Chika, give us the definition of flirting now. This is a...
Now, flirting is behaving as if it is you are sexually attracted to someone, right? But playfully rather than a serious, interest or having serious intentions. Yeah. So we know it how a lot of people, I don't know, some people might say they do it innocently, and some people, yes, I dealt with it one time now, dive in, right? Yeah, so some persons,
one time,
they may say that it's innocent. Some persons actually do go out there and flirt. They're flirtatious, and we have persons who, I don't know, they just do it all the time. So it's a part of them, and then of course I don't know if it have a line between flirting and being polite as well. So let's hear from you.
What do you all think flirting is first to begin with, so that we could understand the word?
Yeah.
I always believe in breaking down the word so we could gain a little more insight into what the word means. Now, some people have a playful demeanor, and in their consciousness or subconsciousness, they don't have any intention
No, they don't.
along the definition of the word.
Exactly.
So you might see somebody who smiles a lot and say they are flirtatious when they just smile a lot.
Yeah.
Right? So I think it's the intent before the perception.
Yeah.
So what kind of behavior people you all think is flirting?
Yes, let's hear it. So, Shanaka is saying, what about if it becomes a habit? And we know, especially the ladies, right? They love to go, they're flirting with men, and they have no intent. Sometimes they have no intentions, but they just, as Lion just said, they're playful. So they may not have. Hi, Diana, I'm glad to see you on the live.
Diana, no.
Yes. So, flirt. Now, people have to be careful, like really careful, because they don't want to be flirting and then people think you're interested now, right? Candy is saying she believes that she has a play demeanor that is misinterpreted, and that we don't want that. We don't want people to misinterpret us, right? Yes, women like attention. They even like, they love attention. Right, so the ladies being nice to them.
Oh, they're being honest because I come in anytime. I come in anytime it got off course.
Now he waited for you, little. Yes. He really waited.
So Candy, here's what, because I mean it's based upon, I think Sherry has a...
Yeah, Sherry is saying flirting is where you want to get something, but the easy way. And it also helps you to get out of a situation. And we know in Trinidad and Tobago, yes, I'm not going to say that the police, when the ladies, they're doing something wrong, they just want to flirt with the male police officers, right? But they say, if it's a female officer, you can't get away. Yeah. So they normally use flirting for most times the opposite sex.
So my question is, using flirting to gain an advantage, is that not cheating?
Yes. It is. It could be cheating.
So people, we're trying to understand the definition of cheating.
Yes.
And because you all only using the word in one context, you limit what the word means.
Yes.
So ladies, if you're with your significant other or others, and you do something wrong, and you put on the charm, as we just say, you are cheating because you are using the smile, the dimples, the pretty face, and all the little giggle and the side hustle, and the twist and the turn and the flick of the hair to gain an advantage for a goal, which is to get out of trouble. So that is cheating.
Alright. So, hi. Mariah, a long time no see. This is another social worker on the line here. Mariah, welcome. Hi, Giselle. Yes. So the topic is cheating and flirting. What is cheating? What is flirting? And how does it affect relationships? So like I just pointed out that, okay, females, they flirt to, get out of something. As Sherry just said, it's to get out of something and help out in a situation.
Yes.
Right, so, as a fella.
As a man.
As a man.
As a soul, yeah.
Yes.
Fellas, only put some hearts there because they're coming for us tonight. Fellas, stay on this line.
Question. So let us say in a situation where let us say you are the one driving the vehicle.
Right.
And it's a male officer pull up.
Right, yeah.
Well, you will give your woman, your significant other, the permission to handle the situation.
Now again, one is what is the offense? If the fine is 1,000 going up the road and the cheeks and last for tell you the officer you're good. Right? So again, rightfully said, even if the cheat comes from your significant other to get you out of the jam, she cheating because she is using her demeanor to gain advantage to get me out of trouble, which is not a problem. So my point again is cheating so bad. So you see, remember I started off being devil's advocate, saying that is cheating bad or good? Now if we're in a situation where your boy is willing to pay that ticket right now, COVID how we under pressure and she can them the smile and your boy pay the ticket. That's a good thing for me.
Yes, it is.
What evil in that?
Yeah, so now we get in some comments here. So, Shanaka said no problem in that to get off the ticket, right?
That's right, Shanaka.
Diana is saying
Straight
cheating
up.
also start just by talk, and man don't even realize that.
Who's the man?
Right? And so do women. So they will start talking, and women do it a lot. They may start talking.
Ladies, all careful while they coming at the men.
Right? And so it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
Oh,
right?
good. I find it hot tonight.
Oh, so Nikita, if it's a nice officer, we just be extra nice, not flirting per se.
That is flirting.
But I got to get over that ticket.
That is my point.
Yeah,
So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying you're wrong, you know. And this chat again is not to give Chica right, I right. It is about looking at perspective. So sometimes it might change your view. So we know the thing hard now. We can pay $2,000 ticket out here, right? Look, low, alright.
So
that's
Lennox is saying, but you see he named Law Byron. Yes, Lennox, right? Right. So, I is the man, so I will deal with it.
Alright, no problem. Right. So, but my point is, ladies, you know how the time set now.
Yeah.
If you a little smile and a giggle, you gotta give the man your number, and you know you get off the day. Hey, pay her 2,000. You know what I mean? No. Is it bad? Is it good? Is it mischief? What is it?
Yes.
Right? So again, when we started, we were looking at it from just the relationship part, which we will get to card. No, they're toying.
Yeah.
And no, they're waiting for. They're saying we is the key cause.
Yes, and he's waiting even more.
I waited 10 million times more. So as we proceed to give you what you need.
Yes.
So, we're going to touch upon the thing that the ladies really cover this life for.
Yes.
Ladies, what is your definition of cheating in a relationship? Not all at once.
Right? So, Sherry is already answering the question. She didn't stick. For me, cheating is physical and intimate, but flirting don't have to be like that. Just a conversation. Shanaka said, according to the circumstances, I don't know if she's finishing what's happening here. And Law Byron is speaking about any situation where you might have to deal with the law. He's saying that we'll deal with it together as a couple, right? And Candy Barbara, yes, people often think cheating is only physical, but to me there's emotional cheating, which starts with talking.
My eyes melting all over, forgive me. She got us letting to melt.
Right? And he's saying it's good for ladies, but bad for us men. Right? Diana is saying, not me. If you get your ticket, we both will pay for it. I love my man too bad.
Papa, you want Diana?
Right? No, we know the times hard, so if it is, we can get off our tickets. Because now you'll see from Monday, we have to wear masks. It is mandatory that when we go out there in public, as you step out the door, your mask should be on. Now let me tell you something. I just forget my mask home and things sometimes. And I might reach close to the road and I got to walk back now. Right?
A
so
float
if it
might
is
have to
a
use. A float might have to
I'll be
use.
like, ooh.
I'm going back home.
I have to go back home.
Yeah.
If I reach right there, I say, officer, I really don't have money, you know. I might have to tell the officer that. You understand? And pour him a nice smile.
And she just put it on, fellas. These ladies who say they don't put on nothing, they just throw it on. They just throw it
right?
on.
I don't have the money to give you.
They just put it right on. All they're only talking one or yeah.
I mean, sometimes you know you will. In that case, nobody wants to pay no $1,000 first offense. No, and they know they're coming out
to make that money.
Yes, they're coming out in full force.
That ticket book would not be so
right,
full.
So plenty people who might be doing a lot of flirting. Alright?
Yes.
So yes. So we getting some really, really good points here. Right? So it's a person who will say they will pay. But they will pay for it.
That's if you have the money,
If you have the money, right?
So
they might find out, you know. And of course some persons, well, you see the relationship with this cheating thing. Let us hear some more. Let us hear some more from you.
So Chica is asking, ladies, not all at once, please, because I know the men going and pause and listen. Yeah? Not all at once, ladies, do not jump down our throats, please. Right? No. In relations to relationships, what do you ladies consider cheating? Is it some of you consider cheating as a sexual act? Do you think it stems from conversation? Do you think cheating is a smile with a flirt with intent in mind? What would you say, alright, to cheat? What is your hard evidence to call that what he has done cheating?
Yeah.
And I want you guys to remember the meaning of the word cheating.
Yeah.
Cheating is doing something unfairly to gain an advantage.
Yes.
So, we go into the
Let's
message
hear.
board. It's full. The message board full today.
So Byron, men or women cheat when the other person give them a chance to. So, please.
This is nice.
Help us explain, explain that a little bit
Should
more.
I do this yesterday?
What does that mean exactly? Giving someone the chance to cheat. Now, yes, we spoke about in terms of the law, the man might say, handle the situation, or it might be the other way around, right? So if it is we go in a store, and lion say, well, here, them ladies, them come out there, and they get to go before another customer, because it's real
Let's have many bound too.
right? And he goes in and getting through fast. Well, alright. No problem in that.
Yay. Whatever works, this time. Whatever works. So, again, as Lord Byron, there was an interesting scenario that he put forward that giving somebody a chance. There's an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
Right?
So
you would still have to state to us what would be the key thing that would tell you that the person has cheated.
Right, look, we getting something here. So Candy, Barbara, and Shanaka said cheating is both emotional and physical.
Alright.
Right, we have Diana saying that anything you do that disrespect your girl, and Sherry is saying fellas staying out and talking to that one girlfriend, often sending a sex convo.
Besties, boy. All the guys who have besties, put some hearts in the air.
Shanaka is saying compliments is not cheating, and Shanaka, I love you for that. Right? Because the thing about it is, some people feel like, okay, if I don't want my man telling no other woman that she's beautiful or that she is sexy. But Shanaka is saying compliments is not cheating. And that will go, you need people, sometimes if women have a very low self-esteem, they might see it as their partner, being disrespectful to them or even cheating. They may even find it flirtatious. Right? Diana, no, I don't want no man tonguing me tonight. Right? So, if it is we're talking about men disrespecting the woman, then it will be the other way around too, where women disrespecting their men. Right? So, that we can't, as Andy said earlier on, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. So, you're in a relationship, and that's where communication is very important. Say what it is you want in the relationship. Say what it is you don't like from what you do not like. And if you realize that you know to yourself deep in your heart that you really don't want to change, do not stay with the person and then expect something differently. And they will upfront and they let you know, hey, you can compliment your woman, no problem. You can compliment a man, no problem.
Oh,
yes,
Lord.
There must be a limit. You don't say, hey, sexy, give me a number now. No.
I come in to be devil's advocate after all this talk. Everybody just talk, right?
Right? But you can see, we have a discussion. Yes? So, we have to be, fair. Very fair. Right? Let us see.
The message board is really, really hot tonight.
So, now, Lord Byron said, if your partner is lacking anything as in money, sex, loyalty, respect, etc.
I like how the fellas holding the fort, or let's keep with it.
Yes, so a lot of persons, and you see, the thing about it is everything, ties in. So yesterday we spoke about the soulmates and all these things, right? And we were, talking about how it might have one person who might fulfill a purpose or fulfill a need in your life, and they will be very close. So it might have somebody, you might say, okay, this person helps me out financially, this person helps me out sexually,
The message board lit.
Right. Then Diana said they will move different and ask for space just to break up without say.
Wow.
Candy Barbara is saying boundaries must be set, cards must be placed on the table.
Papa, you.
Right? And Nikita is saying anytime your significant other is secretly doing something that they would never do in the presence of their significant other, it's not right and may be flirtatious or considered cheating.
Oui, Papa.
Right? So
And it's
a whole
still
lot.
coming. The ladies
So
are
Diana have a
running the
question.
field.
So Diana, I think she wants to speak about the space. They will move different and ask for space just to break up. Now, people, if it is saying no, you're going to break up, just say, listen, I don't really think this working out.
It's not as easy as what you just said.
I know it's not easy. Some people
In
do
a black
that.
and white. Let me be real on the chat.
Yeah,
Please, they real talk. They say
it is has some gray, but some people let's just be honest up front and say it mightn't work out, right? But we know that they might say a break. But if it is when they say a break, it really mean we done.
This talk is very nice. A lot of now people, we need to, as we say in Trini, if you're looking at this on YouTube, remember to subscribe. This is Burn Team, and it is our hot topic. It is cheating and flirting. It is the nitty to the gritty. No. The meaning of cheating is, you see, because all of you guys made statements, but none of you, and I'm very sad to say, none of you spoke about what cheating is. The meaning of cheating is nothing what you guys talk about.
It is actually when we especially speak about the relationships and when it comes to
the
sexual.
Definition, Chica, tell them the definition of cheating.
Right, to act dishonestly or unfairly to gain an
advantage. Now, hear what I'm saying, people. So we are looking at perspective. Now, listen to what I'm saying. When the word cheating and the purpose of the word cheating with the definition means that I am doing something to gain an advantage. You guys are talking about trust. And if it is, you looked at the picture that was designed for the chat and this talk right now. That those issues you ladies are speaking about is trust issues.
Alright, so
not cheating. That is not cheating. Not no, let's see.
We have Annie saying ladies always get away because that cute face somebody as if a girl walks up to your man and asks your boyfriend for his phone number, what will you do? Andy, this is a whole other thing here talking about here now. Now, let me tell you, right? If it is you're doing business and you know that the person needs the number for business purposes, and I mean,
she has a lot of numbers from male and female.
Right? And the thing about it is people just look at it as just men and women. So nobody never really talk about what it is, if it is the man with a man or a woman with a woman. I just throwing it out there because Andy just brought, I'm just throwing it out there.
That's a big throw though. That's our next topic.
Andy, and I mean, we're talking about the trust, right? As Lion just said, trust. What
the issues that the ladies just presented in that long message board that was lighting up just now, that is trust issues. That is not the definition of cheating. Cheating is doing something dishonestly to gain, and people, we need to understand the word cheating before we continue.
Yes.
The meaning of cheating is to do something dishonestly to gain an advantage. What you ladies are speaking about is trust, is the trust issue and breaking of that trust. Breaking trust is not cheating.
Okay. Breaking trust
is not cheating. Breaking trust is breaking trust. And now this is very, very interesting. So this is my perspective. There's no wrong or right, but I want to let you hear what the crazy man, because I'm devil's advocate, right? This real talk is to get perspective so that we can understand life a little more. We're talking to our Burn Team people so we can understand life a little more, because clearly, you know, we've gone through relationships and it's always failing. It have a lot of failed relationships in the life and have a lot of failed relationships in the world. Right? So ladies, hot skull, right? the definition of cheating is doing something dishonestly to gain an advantage. So this lie here though might change because nothing was said about cheating. Everything was said about trust. That's why I put it in the discussion, because we misinterpret breaking of trust and cheating and put it in the same category.
Yeah. And the next thing too, I was going to say earlier on, when it is you go to look up the definition of cheat, it's not a formal definition. It's because people often use the word cheat for, you know, that breaking of trust, and for maybe the disrespect they may experience from whether it's male or female, their male or female partners, right? And they actually say it's informal, and they just speak about sexual unfaithfulness. They don't even talk about the emotional aspect of the relationship. All right, so in terms of cheating now, in order to gain an advantage, because I know a lot of you would have spoken about it in terms of having an intimate relationship with someone that you may consider to be a soulmate, or your life partner, or your husband, your wife, your significant other. Alright? And in terms of using this definition in order to gain an advantage, to say that it cheats, what is...
Go ahead.
Right? Then if it is you're in a relationship with someone, what advantage are you trying to gain over them? Right? It's supposed to be in the same line, in the same wavelength, in the same energy. So you should not be trying to gain advantage dishonestly over that person. So for example, a lot of persons speak about sex, right? Having that sexual relationship. How is it that they're going to gain advantage sexually? Is it that they're going to say here what? Because some people speak about good sex, bad sex, indifferent sex, whatever kind of sex. Is it that you want to have better sex, you know, or whatever, and you decide, well, here what? In order to get this better sex, I'm going to get an advantage by going out with somebody else. Or you might say, nah, I find either this man or woman making more money than me. So I want to be able to have that advantage over the man or the woman, the significant other, and have more money. So what are you going to do? Now the thing about it is, and that's where the trust comes in, because both of persons, significant other, supposed to be having discussions. We talk about the communication. And if it is in no communication is there, then the trust a lot of times
ladies, quiet now, boy. If you're looking at this on Facebook, share this. I wait for you. Right? Share this on Facebook, like the page, you know, it's Love Burn Team on the inside. If you're looking at it on YouTube, feel free to subscribe.
So yeah.
So this cheating thing though, right? You see the difference when we look at the word, and sometimes we get carried away with the word. Right? And the word is cheating, and the meaning of cheating is, the reason to cheat is to gain advantage. So that's why I started off with the classroom and Chika and her degree, because the thing is, the advantage for me cheating in the class in an exam is that I would pass the exam. So that is the perfect and simplest way for us to understand what is cheating. I have my paper here with the answers to the questions in the exam, and now I am cheating. I am looking at the answers to pass the exam. Unfairly. So the devil's advocate again asking Chika, the ladies on the live now, if you have to now rethink the way you code your words of trust breaking, because if a man has sex with another woman, because I go in and started because I realized people I started the fire one time, right? If a gentleman or a young lady, but I put in myself in the fire because I don't put other people in the fire, right? And not a gentleman, a male, is in a relationship wherever, with a female, and he goes and have sex with another female, he is not gaining any advantage. He having sex with the female is not giving him anything. Is he not getting a degree? He not like, you're passing an exam. What he's doing is breaking the trust in the relationship. Yes? He is breaking her trust because she trusts him. So you know, hey, hold it down by your wild self. Or he trusts her to hold it down. But that is not cheating because there is no advantage to be had. Ladies and gentlemen.
So, Andy. Yeah, true. Right, and he said some ladies say better sex comes with more money. I don't know about that.
Interesting. I know some girls who will say that.
Well, I guess they say, okay, I don't know what they say. Right, then we say, Candy's asking, what about when a man settles the relationship in order to have a child? Because his wife can't give him one. Now that whole other topic, eh?
No, Candy's a nice, no, I mean it's real thing.
It's real thing, but that could be a whole
different conversation.
Yeah.
Me being a man, I'm thinking, you know, alright, I'm with a wife or whoever, girlfriend, partner, soulmate, whatever, and my goal is to get a child. And my significant other is unable to, that is the claim, right? Yeah. She has some medical problem that is enabling her to conceive, right? Now the sad thing is that he is not considering her. Yeah. He is considering what he wants.
Exactly.
I know of a young lady who is in a relationship with a gentleman, and she has children prior to the relationship. But the gentleman has no children, and he wants a child, and she doesn't want anymore. She has 3 kids, right? And she does not want anymore. So if we vibrating on the same wavelength, and I care about you, and I have an understanding of maybe she had some bad relationships and the children were the result, and I know only studying me and what I want, then it wasn't a good relationship to start with. Cheating or not, or anything of the sort, it shows that, you know, he just cares about what he wants. You know, the message board again.
Right, she said, what about if the woman home not cooking and he getting food where he honing and better sex treatment, is that an advantage? Right. Man or woman?
So I like how you use the real term, which is the Trini term, which is horn. That is a horn. I like it. Well, some love and thing with you.
And that's really the word horn.
The real word is horn and not cheated. So you see, can we understand?
But we need to take that definition. What is really horn?
We understand. Horn in our terms is really the man stepping out sexually. Right, in Caribbean terms, he step out sexually or she step out sexually. Yes. So that is a better, well, it's slang for us. It's not really a real word in Oxford. Right? She check it for the Oxford Dictionary.
Yes, I check it.
Right? So that is a better word, Trini Caribbean.
Right.
Of somebody stepping out in the relationship.
It is here to be unfaithful to one's husband or wife.
Right? So, as we see, getting horn and cheating is 2 different things. Cheating, it must have an advantage. Just like as we say, we cheating on an exam, right? We cheating on an exam to pass the exam, to get the degree and to pass. So that is the cheating. The cheating is that I have an advantage, right? But that stepping out, that is a horn.
So, Lord Byron, I see you having fun. You say a horn is a horn if you take it on.
That's what we're talking about. But I think that is the better word to use when your partner stepping out.
Yeah.
As opposed to, so you see, cheating have nothing to do with horning.
No.
So if you say the man cheated on me, you had to ask, what you get? Right? He had to get an advantage. What he got? Nothing. If he stepped out on you, he horn you, but he cheat on me.
Right. So since we realize it's horn, right? How does horn affect the relationship? Because we realize that cheat, horn, you know, all these different.
Because cheating and flirting. Why changing
Yeah.
it? You're changing for the females. The topic today is cheating and flirting. Horning will come on next time. So, so now, if all you want to talk about horning for the next live, or let's send some hearts. All who have any ideas for the next live, send some hearts.
And Peter is saying then he needs to man up and marry the woman. Woman look for stability. Maybe she's not seeing the security with him to have another child with him. No, the comment was made about women. No, it's some women are very, very deceitful, Very deceitful. So cheat. No, this is where the cheat comes in a relationship, because cheating is also being deceitful to, as said, to gain an advantage. And some women are very deceitful, right? Where they might feel nice and they be nice with the man and say, and they, ensure the man that, yeah, but I will make a child, I will have a child for you, right? And what some women do is they take pill, they take injection. They do all different kind of things.
And this is a helping hand.
Right?
You love yourself, Andy. We inside.
One is a helping hand.
Help me.
Alright, so we'll talk about that on another day. As we ain't changing the topic. I was just told we are not changing the topic. Right? So yes, it has some women, they are very deceitful, and sometimes they try to, the advantage they are trying to gain in that said relationship is to have
the man.
Not just have the man, but have what the man owns.
You know saying?
Right?
Miss Baptiste,
no, we didn't say all women, some women. That is not all.
Miss Baptiste, you just said the man should man up and marry the woman because he won't have a child. That is craziness.
No, so much stability.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is still crazy, because if the reason why
you're marrying
is for stability and to make a child, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy, because if the woman doesn't want to make a child with him because he's not stable and he don't want to marry, marriage guaranteed me nothing. I could marry you and you could decide you want no child after and I want to get divorced. That is madness. I'm not basing me getting into a marriage with a woman on lip service. And women only should do it too. Right? I ain't saying it on one side of the scale, I'm talking on both sides of the scale. Because I have a friend who do mitigation in the court, and when you don't pay that money for that divorce, you should have never married in the first place.
Yes.
Right? So if getting married is only based on stability, or you want to have a child, or don't go down that road.
She is saying free. She's hearing your point.
Right? Don't go down that road.
Hey, listen, lion out here for the woman,
I'm waiting for
waiting however long since it
don't come wrong, come straight like a pin, because
right?
men have been getting this bad rap for the past umpteen years. Just as it has bad behaving men, it have bad behaving women.
Yes.
Men is not the only people who want. Men is not the only people who don't take care of responsibilities. Men is not the only people who fall short. And I'm being real.
Yes. Because it's real.
It have a lot of women falling short right now.
Yes.
Financially, mentally, they're falling short. They can't even take care of the children good. Yes. And his uncle who taking care of the children. They was saying the man who gain all the bad words here, who is not the child father, he taking care of the child. And I know plenty fellas doing that. So we have to understand that is a level playing field here. Every morning I get up, man this, man that, man the other, man. Horning man, cheating man, man ain't doing nothing, man ain't good. But why are they we married all there? Right? So, as we say, we get in perspective, and we're trying to understand that we want a balanced vibration. I am not standing up for any man that doing craziness. As same we are not standing up for any woman that doing craziness. But if we're talking about cheating, and I know they're choking in the horn underneath, we allowing it kind of way. Yes. But cheating is really gaining that advantage. Yes. And flirting, I find we really beat flirting. We just jump on cheating and we start to ride our horse.
Right, so Lauren is saying women think that all men is the same just by smiling a lot. Right, so Andy's agreeing with you, right? That don't make no sense. And Andy agrees with you 100% and more.
The soldiers standing
so,
fool.
Yes, it have good men, good women. It have bad men. It have bad women.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, let us be real,
Yeah.
right? Let us be real.
I find that the scale when I listen, because I like to listen, and I find the scale is always one sided.
And you always find that on the social media, a lot of time the women bash the men.
So
Very often, every day, no lifting up, no edifying, no nothing taking place. And we spoke about this, especially when it comes here. Okay, they are 100% insecure, but I love them. Yeah, and that's another thing too. Women are, I have a lot of women who are very insecure. So as Shanaka said earlier, compliments is not, well, let us say now honing or cheating, whichever way you want to use it.
Well,
right?
honing, if you're talking about relationship and stepping out, is on. And well, I mean, I think that is the scenario that everybody drawing the energy
And then
from.
the next thing too, now the man, he might compliment a woman to get an advantage for something, right? But as we realize that what the discussion really would have been about, what people were really speaking on, is horn and not cheating.
And this is basic unconventional raw nutrition. If you're looking at us on Facebook, remember to share this.
Yes.
And like the page and tell your friend them about the nice little discussions. And if you're looking at it on YouTube,
remember to subscribe. So we have Laura Byron saying yes, smiling equal to flirting to them. Yes, it do have, and I think it goes both ways. It have some men who think when a lady smile that they're flirting, and then it have some women who think when a man smile they're flirting, but they ain't flirting with you. Right? So Nikita, but I'm not speaking financially, but she may not trust him 100 because she already have 3 kids and don't want to get hung up with another one. Men don't want women with a baha.
Should talk about that, yeah?
Children.
Yeah, lie about that. Right. But what I'm saying is that, and I did say that maybe he was more concerned about him and his wants, as opposed to, hey, you know, there's my little lady here. She might have a very stressful relationship where the children were the outcome, and you know she ain't really feeling that no more. And if it is, you know, you care about her and you're on the same wavelength, you will feel that hey, she's not ready, she don't want it, and it's not suitable. Right? So as I was saying before, it have people who have one dimension, which is self. They will get into a relationship and it's about them alone. Right? And if it is you really look at it, you would see from the get-go what them on. Once they get in, you just know. The ladies don't tell me. Once they get in, they just know what the man really on, right?
So, and then you have to respect.
Sorted for that.
You have to respect men and women. Respect when, because you don't know what that person really went through. And of course, we know that a lot of time it's have the women who end up with different children, sometimes 7. Most of the time it just goes up and up and up with every relationship. Sometimes I know it keeps going up. Right? Candy Barbara, insecurity stems not only from past experiences, but all in relationships, but also childhood experiences, relationship with parents, and losing people that you love.
So all the social workers on the live, you know, if a social worker, you know, Chika is a social worker.
Yes, I don't know where my social workers at.
The social workers that on the live, you know, thank you for being here, and you feel free to lend. If there is someone on this live that needs somebody to talk to because they have a toxic relationship, feel free to inbox Burn Team page, and maybe you could have that type of conversation. Because I mean, passion empowerment people. I just want to touch on passion empowerment. It's Chika J, and Chika J is passion empowerment. We have not done any kind of large publicity with it, but inbox basic unconventional raw nutrition if you already have or going through some stuff and you need a social worker to kind of give you air and kind of carry you along. Yes, we have that service.
Yes, available.
Available. Straight is
yes. So sometimes even people too experiencing seeing the type of relationships that their parents may have gone through, right? you know, it is really, really, a lot of people develop insecurity. Sometimes even parents too, like let us say we're talking about cheating or being unfaithful. However, persons sometimes, and a lot of times too, sometimes mothers don't have good relationships with their sons, or vice versa. Fathers don't have good relationships with their daughters. And they may promise and they may, do it, and then they just leave them and go on. And we know it's not people, it's not only man who does leave children behind. Women do it too. We have some women who leave their children behind. Right? Then I say that's why my man have to come real good for me to make my last child, because I could only make one more. Alright? So people know what it is you want. As we said in previous lives before, know what it is you want. And as Andy said, we will reiterate, do unto others as you will like them to do unto you. Because as I said yesterday too, when we speak about the soulmate, you can't expect, you might say you want a man who financially stable, but you are not financially stable. You might say you want a man who could do certain things when it comes to the household. You want some sort of security, but you are not even providing emotional security. And security is not only financially, always remember that. Money could do only so much. Now, somebody would have mentioned earlier that money does make the sex better.
Yeah.
Right? But still, money can only do so much.
So as we are on this riveting topic and the message board going wild, the topic for today is cheating and flirting.
Yes, and we were going to speak about flirting.
Yes, and that is where I'm heading at this present junction. No.
Yes, true, Andy. Before we jump, let us talk about Andy. If you really love and care about that person, you will love their kids as your own, and that is very true. If it is you really love somebody and you really want to build with them, or whatever the case, you really want to have a long-term relationship with them, whether it's male or female, you will love the children as if they are yours. That is true. So let us go on to the flirting. Yes.
Because we want to bear in mind the meaning of the words so that we could get a deeper understanding of what the words mean, and then we would apply the meaning to our situation so we could have a broad perspective on what is happening. So I love that the ladies them hot. I like the kind of vibration. I love them boys here today. And it's good. I need to see the guys and them get a little more involved, because we need male and female on the chat. Yeah, the female outnumber the male, but we need so the meaning of cheat is to gain the advantage. Now, flirting, and I would say flirting is a mechanism in which you can gain an advantage. As Chika made mention of the ticket and the police officer, whether he is male, right? She made mention of you going into the bank, it have a female teller, the guy looking handsome, she call him in, do the transaction for you, right? That is cheating. So flirting is the mechanism in which you could cheat in society. Right? So this is the meaning of the words. Right? Now, in relation to relationships, what you may see happening is that a female may notice a guy is stable, as we talk about financially stable, and now she would flirt with this guy because her intention is to gain an advantage, to be with this guy, because she is leveraging her beauty, her body for money. So this is the quintessential, and this is what's happening every day, fellas. We know this. Fellas, we know. 9 out of 10 times when a guy flirting, women are a bit more close. They just give you inch by inch by inch, unless it's a crazy lady. I believe we are serious women on this life, big women who have sense, right? So women kind of give you an inch, and then you have to prove to them, and then they give them an inch again, and then you have to prove. You see, Diane said he had to come real good. Women give you that type of stepping into the personal circle. Whereas men, we don't do that. Fellas, that we problem. I could bash my fellas on them. Fellas, that is our problem. When something looking nice,
Yes.
we give them all the access one time. Right? So flirting is a mechanism in which women most of the time gain the advantage.
True.
So guys, you're working hard, you're saving your money, you're looking nice, you're smelling nice. Hey, fellas, when we used to lie, we sit them on a table, you and some guys sit them on a table. Me and my boys did this experiment, right? On the table, you start to see, we're drinking it, you see Hennessy, Hypnotic, you're seeing drinks that costing $1,200-$1,400 a bottle. And the same bottle on the table, you wouldn't believe the amount of females come lining by that table.
Yes,
right?
Women attracted to the money. They know the man stable. They know the money is the man
over. Yeah, right? So, flirting is the mechanism in which you gain advantage to the man. Right? So you can go to the message board because I know it lighted.
Right? But Shanaka was responding to someone, no, you can communicate what you want. If someone wants to treat others, they will. And that is very, very true. If it is they want to do it, you can't stop somebody from doing what it is they want, right? Lord Byron is saying to tell your partner what you want or what you need and do it. To ask her for what she wants, that prevents it, right? So he's, saying in other words, if it is you want certain things, still say, communicate, and we all say communication is key. And once that person is honest with you, they will let you know. And most times, people are normally honest and will be upfront. So just as a woman, they might meet a man or vice versa. They might say, hey, well, I don't really want to have a long-term relationship,
I just want.
Yeah, I just want sex.
Yeah.
Or I just want money.
Yeah.
Or some people are very honest.
She would lose her advantage. And if the person
wants a long-term,
if the person wants, even if it's money for a short period of time, they can't give up what they want to do. They have to play the game. They have to get in. They have to be the man girlfriend. They have to and that is how they loosen the pocket. They're not going to come up and tell any man that a woman come and tell you, well, I just want you for your money. Please. It's out the door. Come on.
Yes, in that case. But when it comes to sex,
well, that's different.
People,
that's different.
They will come up front and say, yeah, what? Really and truly, I just want to have sex with you.
So Chica was on a 16-week regiment. And the diet was tough for Chica. Chica was under real pressure. So since we on the topic of cheating, is this cheating on here? It has something called cheat day. Look at this. Cheat meal. This is what is for Andy. Andy could have go mad. Andy, where at?
So what Nikita is saying, not the independent ladies. But I've seen it happen where women use men for drinks. Yeah, so what? You take out the cheesecake.
So I took it out for you all to see that all who believe cheated bad, she can believe that cheat real good at this point in
yes,
time.
as Candy Barbara said earlier on, if it is you're on a diet and in certain time, you have to be real.
So we at Burn Team, I am very strict. Andy knows this. All the people who come into contact with me knows I am exceedingly strict. So my point is, right? My point is, because her body was under that amount of stress, because of the dieting, because of the training, it's good to take a little break, and we would call it a cheat day or a cheat meal or a cheat dessert, as we just showed you, and she wanted it right now, so she can start to eat it, right? So my point is, something that we thought was bad can now assist in relieving the stress, relieving the pressure, relieving, oh God, it's only veg and fish. And now she gets to cheat. And now something that has a bad connotation feels also good at this point in time. She can't have it, can take it, can let them see it. Yes, Andy.
Right. So yes, you cannot stop someone from doing what it is they want. Like some people make up their mind, there's no stopping them.
Right? And I know it's good that we get in a feel of what people need because it's relationship based and all of us have that type of relationship, you know, and all of us had bad relationships. If you had a bad relationship, you could put some laughing face or tears or something, right? But all of us had some crazy, crazy stuff, right? And this would help us gain more perspective. You see, we're going to Chica. Andy, taste it. Oh Lord, hey, that sheet oh so good right now, right? So it is good that we could have perspective from you all. Right? So cheating is based upon how you use it, when you use it. And the definition is to gain advantage. And this is gaining an advantage because what happens when we diet, with Burn Team, when we want to lose some fat, we alter our diet, right? And we really strict and we go through a period in which we hold off on certain things. What happens? Your hormones goes kind of wild, Chica gets quiet, she gets grumpy, all kind of thing. And then what this does, it gives her that refreshing balance. Yes?
Kyla, welcome. Because I said she well treated these days.
And that's the problem. It must have a formula, right? If you know you're eating clean for the week and then on a Saturday you take a little thing. And then Sunday, less of a thing, and then you go back. Because if this becomes habit, then you put on a lot of weight.
Yes.
Right? So the cheat in this aspect is for a particular purpose. It is to gain an advantage. Right? So people, I hope all who on the live already like the page. I hope all who comment on the live have shared this. Andy, you're supposed to have a watch party on your page right now with this thing going on. Right? Kyla. So Kyla, we touched on cheating. What is the definition? We touched on flirting. So Kyla, the smile plenty. Kyla, what would be your definition of flirting? And what is flirting when it pertains to your man? Ladies, I want the answers now. Fellas, we need to get some information from these ladies and them. Right? I want to let her tell we in less than, not a paragraph, call her writing some big paragraphs like this. Tell us in 4 words or 5. Your man and them on the live. Tell the fellas what all of you flirting as and what we should stop doing. I want to hear it from the ladies. What we should stop doing. Don't beat around the bush. Get straight to the point. What we should stop doing.
The quiet boy. Are you thinking about this one?
Well, I read alright. Yeah. So people. So the guys want some clarification because if we are guys and we have females on the live, and maybe the guys are in some relationships right now, and I think if we don't understand what the ladies and them believe is cheating, then we might be doing it and we saying girl we ain't doing nothing and we doing it. So tell us what you want the men to stop do. We try not to see that in 5 words.
Maybe.
1 paragraph.
So ladies, what is really flirting? Now some people say it's a smile. Some people
Look, Candy.
developing emotional relationships with other females.
Flirting?
So Candy Barbara, we talking now about what is flirting to females and what it is.
We need to stop do. We need clarification.
Unless she's saying that's how she wants men to stop developing emotional relationships with other females.
Stop it.
Right? No, remember yesterday we spoke about soulmates, right? And I'm going to be devil's advocate here.
Boom. Amen.
Right?
She's playing again.
Sometimes you might be in a place in your relationship that your partner may not be understanding to that situation. And you may have another friend, and it could be a friend of the opposite sex, that might be more understanding of that situation than your actual partner. Right? Or somebody that you're now developing a relationship with.
That's interesting. I
So,
start the thing like that kind of wireless.
Sometimes the emotional, and what if the emotional relationship is with their mother, because we have some women, they're real dread and bad. So they don't even want the man to have a very decent relationship with their mothers or sisters. They say, well, here what? I here now, so I must know everything. Right? It has some women like that. Right? And that's not what we want, because we want to have that, we know it doesn't always happen, but you want to be, as I said, respectful. So in terms of developing emotional relationships, it may happen, it just might happen once. Because let me tell you, sometimes you might be in a maxi, right? And it could be a man, or it doesn't matter. And some people, sometimes they're just looking for somebody to talk to, and they never find that person to talk to, and then they just end up pouring out whatever it is going on with them to the person who is sitting next to them. And in that little moment, they would have developed an emotional relationship, because this has now a lot of emotions, because the person might be feeling sad, the person might be
Big up Tero.
Tero, they're ready to know.
A whole hour late, so
They're ready, right?
You know what, over the whole thing, because the real bacchanal pass through and a real deal with them girl and they quiet.
Yeah, so, it might be in that little space of time, it might develop, and sometimes that one person that you may have met in that space of, you wouldn't forget them, because they would have developed some kind of bond at that specific, that wouldn't happen for everybody, it wouldn't happen with everyone, but it will be some sort of developing an emotional relationship in that space of time.
Yeah, Taro, so we're talking about cheating. The definition of cheating is doing something to gain advantage. So unfairly.
Mm-hmm.
So we break it down for the ladies now. So what they was talking about is horning. Right? Horning meaning that you have another sexual partner other than the person is supposed to be, you know what I mean? So when a woman tell you cheat, she know what she's saying. Right? Cheating is doing something unfairly to gain an advantage. Like you have the you have the answers for your exam. The advantage is when I have the answers, I could pass my exam, I could get my degree. So you having a sexual relationship with somebody else outside the relationship is not cheating. It's breaking the trust, and it's hoarding. Right?
Yes, but stay on, Sharon.
Right?
Right? Let's be talking about the flirt. Ladies, what do you do? Because we know that ladies flirt.
We ask the question, ladies, what you want the guys to stop?
Well, they answering that, because
right?
I know all your women have a thing to say, because I felt they're real quiet.
The guys on the live, we need clarification.
I feel afraid, Ladies, hear what? Lion and the men, they really want to know, right? So instead of posting it on Facebook and being all petty,
tell us.
Put it in the comments what it is you all want men to stop doing. We know Candy, Barbara said, stop developing emotional relationships with other females.
Now here is what I have noticed. I have seen couples walking down High Street.
Yeah.
Now Chica is cheating at Taro, so there's her cheat meal for the cheat for the day. Mm-hmm. So we're saying how cheating could be good. Mm-hmm. Right? They're seeing her eating here, she's cheating. Mm-hmm. And it's a good cheat. Mm-hmm. I believe it's a good cheat. Right, nice. So, I would see a couple walking down the road, right? They're holding a hand, you know the thing that's go. Some fellas say like the whole hand thing, right? And a real hot number pass away. When I tell you, we talking about a stunner. And when she passed, she turned and she told the gentleman very decently, "Good morning." And he smiled and said, "Good morning." But he smiled. Right? Good morning. And that lady get so mad with that man. So I'm asking, when we together and a woman tell me something, I must keep my head straight like a pencil and don't smile and what she, because your ladies need, no,
I know what to ask something.
Yeah, ladies need to explain to the men what they view as cheating so we could stop it.
So, I just asking, right? Mm-hmm. Now, if I was a lady, I was saying good morning to you too now. You understand? I was smiling too and saying good morning, because both of us in the same space, and when somebody...
She saw, yeah.
I'm just saying, she could have just said good morning too, and that's another situation.
Good cheating.
Yeah? Oh, you understand this, Skylar? Right? So why are they eating cheesecake? Right? Lion is the real cheesecake man, right? And he just only wants you to see me eating. Right, I don't know why does he taking so long, because normally he'll be the one to,
Put some hearts if all the thing Chica eating the cheesecake in a flirtatious way. Because that is what I'm going to get to. Right? Guys, ladies, are you now present with, look. Ah, right? Guys, ladies, are you presently with a person who have a flirtatious style? You can comment about that. And ladies, look. Right? And ladies, again, we want some clarification. You know, what would be the things that you would like us not to do? And as guys, right, so I will jump on the bad wagon because I realize the ladies are them.
Well, I feel the frustration.
Yeah. No. What I would Taro like it, she eating flirtatious, yes. Rude. Nice. No, I think it has to do with how I view the person I am with. Yeah? So, I think it's insecurity mixed with distrust. Because if myself and a young lady, whether it be my wife, a significant other who are like and are trying to get in, right? And we walking down the road and a gentleman approaches, the man must be a good looking man, the man must be looking at sharp, right? Body looking good. And he tells the person I'm with, whether it be Chica walking on the road with or whoever, morning, very respectfully, and Chica always smiling. Chica is
most times, but when I find people coming all the time, they
right? But what I'm saying is that I think women, all they just know when a man, or they had that kind of sixth sense, all they just know if a man say morning a certain way, or morning in a way thing. So if the man pass and see us, and he say, good morning, and Chica smiles and say, good morning, and we continue moving forward, it's the only reason I would be angry with Chica about that morning smile is if I have insecurities about Chica I do not trust. Chica. Ladies, it's a trust issue. That's why I put the trust there. It's a trust issue.
It is.
It's a trust issue. Because it have times the ladies training this morning. Perfect example. We training this morning, fellas. Taro, we training where it was. Right?
Yeah, Taro, you're rest set up and all. But to be here with you.
John, joking, blessed love. Fellas on the line, fellas. Yeah. Right. This morning, 3 ladies, Chica and 2 Giselle. If you see them, they're in the tights, eh? Them girls and them looking good, you know, your boy are feeling good because Terry didn't want to come out this morning, so I was the only man. Right? The girls are looking good.
The only man for a while.
Wasn't the only man for a while. For a little while. Right? Shanaka, you know, Shanaka.
And the husband.
And the husband was there, so you know, it's a bad guy. Right? Here we going on. When the ladies pass a group of fellas that was training to the side, and they see the ladies pass, them fellas and them sat over gym girl and them. Right? Morning was said, right? But again, it is the trust you have for the other person. So ladies, if you getting harassed because a lady watching your boy and your boy looking good, I had a good friend. Any man suit his woman, he used to say thank you. You understand?
Yeah.
I had a partner. When he walking with him woman, oh God, Smalley. Thanks, boy. Right? So if it is your man looking good, ladies, straight up.
Yes.
And ladies watching your man,
yes.
you understand what I mean? I just being real. If you moving with your peeps and your boy on point, ladies gonna watch your man, eh?
Yes.
Ladies, if you have a man presently and the man running on point, you have competition. Me, I just being real. No, the only reason you go get vexed if that man tell a lady good morning and smile is if you have insecurities about that man and you don't trust that man. I'm being real. Yeah? So, Chica well dealing with that cheesecake people. Watching the cheesecake almost done, and I watch mine carefully. Right? Right? So, again, it is trust when coming to that type of behavior. Right? And again, ladies, all you must be proud. If all you have a little boy, people man, you're taking a borrow, your personal man, your good friend, your bestie, and all you walking down the road, and the lady start to watch your boy. All your chest supposed to get high, so. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing about it is you're supposed to be able to laugh about it, right?
I believe if all you're good,
yeah,
I mean real.
Hey,
If all
you're
you're good.
you're picking up, boy. You know? Yeah.
No, let me be real, man. And fellas here now. Let me tell you something. If your woman straight, your peeps, your woman, your wife, your significant other, the person you're starting to put on, you know, all going out and doing little things together. Hello, your man looking good. Fellas, let them boy watch she. Want to do disrespect.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You know you have to, so your face now.
And it goes,
no, be real. Here why show you know the fellas. You just have to put on the righteous face.
And ladies, you too.
Let me bring it again on it. Watch it. You understand? Because you're not jumping she element because ladies like to feel good too, eh? But right, so but you're making sure it's solar when you're coming. Know how you're coming.
It's a string.
Know how you're coming. If you're coming with this kind of you're gonna get yourself a problem. Right? So we ladies same way, you know, whatever shape.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of tune. Or let's do a kind of a look down kind of thing, right? So my point is, right, fellas, loosen up on yourself. That's all your own. You know what I mean? Fellas, just be a little tight, eh? Fellas, just be a little too tight on the belt, eh? Yeah, because if you know you trust the woman, you trust her because that's trust. You trust the woman, and a fella looking at her, and we talking about flirting, eh? Even if she flirtatious. Because you know what? If you have a playful friend, Candy's a playful soul, right? Candy playful, Candy does move, you know, but she ain't mean nothing by it. You supposed to know, that's how she does, you know. And if she looking good, fellas, you could, you know, yeah, that fella, when she kind of walking and doing all kind of thing, I just, yeah, that fella now watching already, hey, that man in that car,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
that's how it is.
Right? On the message board, she can, without the message board, she can eat it up that cheesecake, fellas.
So we have, and I say, well, yeah, everywhere I go, people only watching me right through. So
Liesel!
How it is. Yes, know how you come in.
Big up, Liesel. Yeah. This is my classmate. What are the only person on this line who consider was my classmate?
Yeah, because we don't know where
we are originally. Yeah, Liesel, big up yourself. And yes, know how you come in. And I know, fellas, women, we know when somebody say a good morning, we know what it feel like, right?
Yeah.
Whether it be coming from a woman or a man or, you know, you just know the feeling, you just know the vibe. And fellas, all take it down a little bit. If your woman looking good, her boy is going to watch her, right? If them fellas walking to the side of the road and they cutting grass, and she pass and she has shape, them fellas will watch. They just have to know how they come in. So don't get vexed with your woman for looking good. I see too much fellas vexed with the lady they're with or the lady they are wrong, or even a good friend because she looking good. You can't vex with her for that because a guy look at her, and women same way. If the boy you're with looking good and getting some attention.
So now the question arises. So we have Low Baron saying that's okay if she flirts, just have some respect. Now where do we draw that line?
That line hard, boy.
Right? Where do we draw that line?
The temperament, I would say, again it goes back to if I trust you or you trust me or whoever you're with. Because you could not do nothing. And in that man's mind, she will float down the place with that man. That time you know, because he have so much insecurities riding him. Right. Fellas, throw off some of them insecurities now. Take it off because if you have plenty insecurities, you're seeing her with a bias. Same thing with women.
Yeah.
You're seeing your partner at a bias.
Yeah.
Because if you're insecure about yourself, you might be fine and put on a little weight. You know? Sometimes we, fellas, we get the beer belly, fellas, there's be sometime. You know, I mean, I watch my belly. You're watching it, you get a little, because you maybe was athletic long time, and as time passes, you put on a little size, and now you're insecure how you look, and mama looking good, or it's the other way around. So you know what? You had to kind of get over those insecurities because it will hurt you in the long run. Right? So flirting, again people, this is basic unconventional nutrition. Bertie body hunt. We want to deal with emotional fitness, physical fitness, mental fitness. We have some social workers on the live, and we have our certified social worker on the sideline. Willing over guys.
So, we see that Shanaka is saying,
The message board lively.
men is free dressing to attract them. Not all the time, they just want to look good. Exactly so.
No,
Yeah. No, you think, and then we spoke about, no, and then the next thing we remember when we spoke about sexy.
Yeah,
right?
John, emotional intelligence, cool.
Sexy sometimes it's for you too.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just so 30. Some people is really just to see if they can pick up a man, eh?
Now, let me ask a question. If you're single, oh, I'm a single lady. Any single ladies on the live? We can pop some hearts. Fellas, be yourself. Any single ladies on the live? Is there any single women present? Because I think when you're single, you may want a decent relationship. I don't think a woman wants to be single all the days of her life.
But some women,
right? Some women want to, but I mean, let me be real. And if you're single, I think you just look at yourself in the mirror a little bit more and take a little care, because if you're going online or you're going out, you want to put your best foot
exactly
forward. It's not like I'm trying to attract you, but in case somebody that can be single.
Oh God,
Can be
Jordan
Barbara.
saying them ladies is just to tie up my pension. John, we know you don't have no pension. You're not on pension, right? But we get what you said. It have ladies out there.
Oh, you're correct, boy, John. Boy, they try to take me out, boy.
Right? That is, they really do that. Dress to really get a man pension. And as we say, they will flirt. So flirt is cheating, and they do things in an honest way, and they take advantage. They are deceitful. So earlier I was talking about that too, and they might go in and the man will think, hey, I get a nice young girl, a sexy young thing,
and
to help take care of me. And that time all the woman seeing is the man money.
Yeah. So again, the dress to impress. I believe everybody should do that. No, I don't really think but I think when you're single, let me flip it. You was in a long relationship. We call them 10 years. Let me say I was in a long relationship. It have some ladies who have been through a lot. Abusive relationships, that kind of thing, but they were there for long. When I say long, years, 10 years, 12 years, they with this man or they with this woman, and they have gone through a lot with the individual, right? And when they come out of that, and you see, that is Jane.
The change.
They see the dressing.
Yeah.
Oh my! It's like I'm back on the hunt again. It's like I'm back out on the field again. It's like
and some of them may not necessarily back out on the hunt, but because of wanting to be now better, because sometimes, as I said earlier on, some men just be quarreling with the woman.
Yeah.
They say, well, here what? Stop the makeup. Do not wear any clothes that is
dress like a nun when you're rolling with me, because
right?
you're too hot to handle.
As a matter of fact, dress all the time. Right? And if it is a dressing real sexy, you only want the person to dress real sexy when they're going out with them. Right? Candy is saying it's single is freedom.
Shivani, big up Shivani live, and Shivani just said, man, let's take bait, thank you. Thank you. No, it are plenty man that take bait. Shivani, big up yourself. That was the most realistic I heard. Plenty man that take bait. I is a man, I can tell you. Plenty man that take bait, is that me? Who they say that I take bait? Never, right? Don't eat wild meat. Yes, no, sorry, a little bit. Yeah, man. And as Shivani rightfully said, man, the take bait.
Yes.
And here why we would add the reality for those who missed it, right? We discussed that when women watching a man, they just give him an inch by an inch by an inch in. When that woman flirt and get in with a man, he's open wide. and she's come all the way in. She don't have any stages to go through. And the stages is for trust. Right? So fellas, one thing we're doing wrong is that we let ladies come in too easy. Just as our ladies tell you you have to work for it, them have to work for it too. Because if it's a straight man, you have any dollar, you're ambitious. You could stand on your own 2 feet. You could mind 5 children and laugh. Right? You can handle your business. You respect women. You're straight. I just see it's scared. Right? Then that lady needs to work her way in. Same way.
Right, Shivani is saying dress sexy and take care of yourself because they're telling you not to dress up. So, but they're fishing on the outside.
Oh, Papa.
Real talk. Shivani jump out for it,
Shivani?
Yes, yes. And now, as we said, the other topic will be honing because...
the next topic is honing. All who want the next real talk to be honing, we go do that for Independence Day.
Independence Day or tomorrow?
Tomorrow, the day before Independence. Or let's send some hearts if all they want tomorrow night to be about honing and all they make it try and be on the life. Or let's send some hearts if all they want that. Shivani, I like the vibration. Yes. And my question, again, pick up Junior on the live. Yes, let them work. Junior say yes, let them work. Very true.
Yes.
Yes. Because I mean, if I am a guy and I saving my money, I'm working hard, I have ambition, right? I could take care of a child inside and out. I could mind my child, your child, and your cousin child. That means you have to work your way into the rasta.
Yes.
I open the gate wide and you benefiting and I look down. No. Shivani said that men fishing on the outside. And again, now Shivani, when we making statements, it's either you have that information. So let's say if you're with somebody and and their style is fishing. Because if you're with a man and his style is honing, which you're gonna talk about tomorrow. Right? And you know that is the guy, the style you're dealing with, then you wanna fix that. The problem is not here, The problem is you. Right? So if you know you with a guy, remember she said, you're dealing with yourself, you're handling your business, and yet you're fishing.
Right.
And if the gentleman now style is fishing on the outside, for a set of nonsensical girls, then the problem is you. You are the cut out that. Because you could tell him, I don't like it.
Okay.
You could tell him, baby, you're hurting me, baby. You could bring a STD for me. Baby, these girls you're with, you're testing them. You know what I mean?
Right.
You could say all of this. And if this man is just a man that fishing for a set of crazy girls that are no. Right? You had to deal with that. Don't be with him and complain about it. And fellas, same way. Fellas, we don't really talk about getting butt. I just call it butt. It's called horn. Right? And I for tomorrow. You don't want to tell your partner, my brother, I get horn last week. Ladies might say, girl, you know, this man gone with this stupid girl, you know? And then you all get to talk about it.
Yeah.
Fellas, we don't really have that kind of vibration, you know? Like if we going through a thing, we just keep everything inside, we might reach by the bar. But ladies, when them get, when they make the call, it's a team of girls coming to console one, you know? So fellas, we better look at that. Because when a lady going through something and she calls, she girl. And she girl say, that is what he do. What we doing about that?
Yes,
I comment girl.
Yeah,
I comment girl and it's ice cream and it's a big line. I see a girl get on before. And it's a girl's night the next night, you know. Them going out and drink and, you know, she feel better. I don't say nothing wrong with that. She feel better because she was going through some stress. Fellas, we don't do that. You know what I mean? So again, fellas, if you with a girl, you love the girl, and this girl running around set a man, trust me.
John said he don't want to cry in front of the lion.
Nah, man, don't study that, man. You know, you can shed a tear. You could mesh it both chicks. Fellas writing for page Candy. So bad, right?
Right. So Candy is saying, some men just constantly keep hunting. Why is it that some men will go with the total opposite to their partner when they decide to set out? You have two.
It's a 4-page letter, boy. I like it, Candy, Barbara.
you have together and they go with someone who not together. Right? So well, as we said, you see this topic with the hunting, all of that will fall under the horn.
We touching that tomorrow,
So
and all that one gonna be real bad, because we are gonna be saying some things that people might like. Charlene, don't take either, you know. Okay. Yeah, true. Right? So big up Charlene. Charlene knows me as well, personally. Big up Charlene Mohammed. Much love, And yeah, now there are different types of relationships as well, which would fall when we're talking about honey polygamy and that kind of thing. Right? So message board hot, Chica.
Yes.
Message board hot.
Charlene is Diana saying not really. I will handle it on my own. I will not talk for a while. And John is saying we need a TV show. Right? Yes, Candy, he said like a scorpion. He was ready, say, I'm waiting for them woman and them, I'm waiting for them. That's how he was before the life now, I'm waiting for them.
So yes, studio and you was
he's
saying,
very much set.
I set. I come in hard when I tell you all, don't come wrong. Don't come wrong in this one. There's problem in the camp, Shavadi. Sometimes being in a relationship. Oh, right. God. Message board, Shavadi.
Sometimes being in a relationship after a while, some fellas would say, what you have to dress up so for to go here or there. But when they on the outside, they watching other women dress up and looking sexy. But they don't want their woman looking sexy. And yes, it is very true.
And if you're looking at this on Facebook, remember to like the page and share it. And if you're looking at this on YouTube, and soon it might be CNC3, subscribe to Basic Unconventional Nutrition. We deal with emotional health, mental health, and we're trying to get perspective on the run.
Yes, yes, Shivani, that is, and as Lion said earlier, it's all about the men sometimes who feeling insecure.
Now, Shivani, good, because it's good that we're being real. Now, it could be either or with the case you're presenting, because I personally, if somebody knew you and a young lady in some kind of relations, and you see the young lady looking like a vagrant and I she or she had a cold much, Lion boy, I see that girl, but she looking like she, you know what I mean? I want to go there, cool, even if I'm not wrong. So if it is you like, I like you, right?
Yeah.
And you going out, I'm not present, I want you looking straight, so boy, hey, I see I'm your friend, good boy. It looking nice, boy. Because I don't have no insecurities. Shavani, any man whoever you looking good, girl, that man has insecurities. If it's your husband, your friend, your boyfriend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and ladies on a whole, I cannot see any secure man wanting for somebody to see his woman, his lady, his wherever, the people woman, right? People who know you and this lady have relations, and she down the road looking drag up. Because you're but, hey, you see that girl? She looking straight at all.
Just say, because as a man, no man touch the other, they too still, me too sweet, social distancing.
No bad, John bad. Worried and cry, boy. Yeah. And I mean, John, I don't know if it's serious, eh?
No, he laugh. He put a doll at the end and
Because same with women.
Yeah.
And here I worse with women, eh? Anytime a group of ladies know you and one of their friend in thing, we started wine. Then thing. And them see that man looking drag up some way. They call it she, hey, how John looking so he ain't no tie on that shirt.
And the next thing is, it have ladies now, they, if it is, men, women, they might say, how this person looking so boy? Well, that man, that woman are taking care of you. They will now use that as as an advantage. And they might say, listen, and that's how the talking might start. Right? They find, but how this woman, but she have a husband, or he have a woman or a wife. Why is he looking so? How you looking hungry? How you looking untidy? Or how she looking so?
Again,
and they will know that is where the conversation will start. So some, right, will go in and say, here, that woman are taking care of you now, man. I go handle this scene. And that's what some women do it. They know the person married or in a serious relationship, but they will go.
No, Chica touched on a thing. Charlene Mohammed. Yes, trust is the issue. As I said before, it's trust.
Yes,
right?
Yes,
no,
yes.
Ladies, I'm going to ask a question. I want all to sit down, come up to the phone or wherever, or leave you this one, and I want to ask a question. Why it is ladies that still persist in interfering with people, man, or husband, when all you know the man have a girl, or all you know the man have a wife, and then when the man, quote unquote, finish with you, he get the bad rap. Chica, why ladies put themselves in this kind of position where you know the man married, or you know the man have a girl, you know the scene, right? You get into a sexual relationship with the man we married or the man wherever is the case. And when the man let you know, oh, here is the timing. I ain't going away from my wife.
Listen, women are each other's own enemies. Yes. Now, I personally would not do that. If it is, I know that the man is in a relationship with someone, and I just happen to come along the way. No, I'm not going through that, right? I personally, if the man is married or in a relationship with someone, that is a no-no. Because you don't want the case where, and some women don't think about that, as Andy said, do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. Right? Right? Yeah, be down one another. Lots of time women be down one another. And the thing about it is women just go out there, right, knowing fully well, same with some men, fully well they might tell them, hey, here what, I'm in a relationship, and they will still try. Right? So it goes both ways. Women do it, men do it.
No, women do it, men do it, but coming from a different school of thought, yes. Fellas, you know when we was going to school and we helter-skelter days, now we are no halo. I don't have no halo over my head, I am not perfect. So if there are perfect guys on the live, well, you can send some hearts for these ladies to get a perfect man. I am not perfect, I am not preaching perfection. I am not preaching that I have never done anything wrong, because I think people, you know, have a chain of thought where, alright, I will say all the things I don't like, but not look at themselves and say, I do wrong things in my life.
Yeah, true.
Right? And I was never perfect. I was trouble incarnate. Liesel, put some hearts if you know that your boy was trouble incarnate. Right? So I am not painting any pretty picture about myself for anyone on this live. So I'm making sure it live so anybody can replay. On my WhatsApp it has, don't come looking for love. Right? I real. Right? The straight things. Now, when a guy is in that mood of life, Chica, I know Chica the message board hot, yeah. But I want the ladies to listen to a fella. When we hunting days, ladies, fellas just go through phases. You see, certain ages, you just go through phases. We being guys, sometimes we just have a real reckless phase. Look, we reckless. I being honest. We just go through phases. Some fellas go through phases in short spurts. Some of us take longer time. So we say relax yourself and start to think like, you know, a little more mature and stop making these kind of wild decisions. All of us guys went through that. We can't say we didn't go through that. Hey, go ahead, shorty, one time. Right? No. Let's see. Look at what Liesel no. Me easy. Close enough to the shade. Right? So my point being, if you meet a guy, as Chica was saying, he knows this lady have a husband, she married. You care about that?
Yeah.
If I in my hunting days, fellas stand up because I talking straight. They straight talk, real talk. I not picture, I not being no saint for nobody on this life, right? If I in my days I hunted, I come in at you, right? And I know she married. I don't care about that because my goal ain't nothing serious anyway. But what my peeve is that if a lady is going after a married man, then she had to know that it's for particular service, and it can't be anything more than that.
Right. So we have Shivani now saying trust. Now trust is the main thing in a relationship. And if you as a man or woman fully love and fully committed and happy in your relationship, it could be whole flaunting in front of you that won't bother you because you know what you have at home. Yes?
That's a straight vibe.
Is also saying females also has those phases.
Yeah.
Yes, and John is agreeing.
Right, so the phase is what I speak about. So now, being intelligent, being, you're not 15 anymore, you're not 17 or 21. Some of us, all the 21 stand up. And if you have any 21 on the inside, right? No. In that instance, being in the phase you are, you can't expect anything more than that type of relation. That as we say, tomorrow is morning. So we're dealing with that tomorrow, right? That type of relationship. Because if you want more than that, that means that gentleman has to divorce his wife to be with you. And as I say, I have a very good partner who's doing mitigation in the court for people who get that. But no, here we're going on the COVID. If you're a married man, he not leaving your wife. That's too expensive. If you have children and a woman, he leaving him. He leaving you. That's been real. Because then there's alimony, it's child support, it's visitation rights, it's if he had to get supervised visits, it's where he live in because he had to move out of his house and then he had to rent. Money comes in that course. I been straight. They real talk, right? So I can say that. Anything wrong in what I just say? Right? So know what phase you're at when you're dealing with being in your flirtatious nature to try to get an advantage if you want to go down the road of that kind of style. Right? So people still enter into
yes,
the line.
I have a question.
Talk to me.
So you talk about women who know that men in a relationship, etc. Right? So what about the twist side to it where the man know they're in a relationship? They might say, well, yeah, but they now tell they're in a relationship, but they see a lady and they say, nah, I'm not in a relationship. They're married, or they're really in a serious, but they still want extra sexual, favors on the outside.
Yes.
And they do as if they're not in a relationship. Why is that?
Because he wants to be with that woman. And you see, I think what females have an issue with, and it's good having this talk, and we should continue as it progresses, is because a man is one-dimensional. And women, let me tell you, when I tell you one-dimensional, you ladies multitask like genies. The best people to horn is females. A female making mistake with no man name now. A woman will be cooking food, talking to her girlfriend about what she do last week, and seeing about the child at the same time and not miss a beat. A man is one-dimensional. Oh boy, the message board, boy, I be kind. The message board hot.
Right, so you're saying it's because the man really wants to be...
Yes, I just being real with you ladies. Right? I just being real. So we talking real, so don't take it no way. Right? But if a gentleman is with you and a certain type of lady that in his mind maybe he has fantasies about, some people have issues with red woman, some people like Douglas, and now the new thing is Spanish. Fellas, put some hearts for the Spanish community if it is one pass and you looked at her once, right? But if he advancing in that connotation, he wanted, because he's one-dimensional. If he have a wife and he sees something, he wanted.
Okay.
It's straight. You see how she wanted? No beat around the bush. She wanted. No. What women need to understand is us men sometimes separate emotion from sex. So that is the scenario. He might see the lady or the young lady looking very sexually attractive, and that is what he wants, and he might pursue that. But here come in and get divorce papers, because he know you just check the money right. He know you just handle the bills. He know you just take care of the children. He know if you fall on today, you buy the hospital bed. He ain't leaving you just so. Right? Ladies who are around a man more than 3 years, and 3 years long now, when people leaving you, dealing for month and thing. Right? 3 years and up, and he around, that man trusts you. Right? That man, if he ain't gone yet, he ain't trust you. But he can still go that way and not put that lady in that place. As I said before, you the see about the house. He could trust you with the bank card. He know he thief in his money. He know the children and them clean and straight and well fed, and when it's time to go to school, all the books buy, all the bag pack, everybody know what's going on. It's an independent woman, you have your job, you're respectful. His mother like you, his mother love you, like the night. Right?
Right, so we have Shivani, but it have some really wicked women out here too, eh? They will know that man marry and they will go to the extreme to destroy that marriage.
And that's true.
And mind you, then even know the wife have no beef with that lady, but they don't care. And that is true. Lizelle is saying that we need to bring it back to the root and true meaning of loving someone. And it's not just being about sex and physical attraction.
Which is true, Lizelle. And I think as we spoke about wavelength and that kind of thing, that is how people end up staying together. If we're on the same wavelength for that point in time. Right now, we cannot. And I said before, as we spoke about soulmate, and all who was not that live, what we spoke about is that sex is a very powerful root. It's the second thing that we crave for. Food and sex. And it's nice that you all push sex on the back burner, but in the biology of us, that's not on our back burner. Food and sex is biological, right? So we have to put that in its context, even though we don't want to say, oh God, it's not about sex, oh gosh, and push it. You see how we pushing it to the back? That's wrong. Because if a man eat a good meal, you know when they had a saying, the key to a man's heart is through his stomach, is that if you could cook and the food good, after food, the next thing we craving for is sex. So you tend to, where you eat, long time our mothers used to tell us, don't go and eat any and everywhere. Because wherever you're eating that food, literally, because of the biological response that comes after, you tend to look at that person in a kind of way, biologically. Right? So again, you know where you have home is the wavelength. If the guy really go on all this because hey, you're telling you, that is what he wants. He might want that young lady for more than that. And we are coming to terms with certain things, you know. I think we trying this kind of storybook kind of scenario and we're not coming to terms with some kind of things. Ladies, I mean a guy, if the guy with you and he's pursuing a young lady for that particular purpose, it's because he wanted from that.
So how will a woman know what it is the man really, want to have with that other woman? Because of course women when they see it as, okay, you do not care about me, you do not love me, even if it says just for sex or whatever the case might be, and it's still in a relationship with them, how will they know what it is, is step out?
Yeah, that's. And that is our problem. Sherry back. Right? You have to ask. And that is interesting, because then that takes a relationship to a place that people don't go, When women realize, hey, it had this next woman, they kind of lock off and pretend that woman don't exist. And then if they stay, they stay, but they do ask, why? What's the reason?
And what if they say ask and the man don't give them an answer?
Well then, you see, you ask it from a perspective where I can't control, because then the most you can do is ask. If the man don't give them an answer, that is your choice now. Now the ball is in your court. If it is that you want to stay in that is a choice. You understand? That is your choice. So ladies, it's hard questions and hard answers, but that is a blunt instrument. I will come to you very, very, very straight, and sometimes it's things you don't want to hear. And ladies, we are living in the 21st century, 22nd, we are 2000. Right now, if we even go to swing and go same-sex relationships, even if we go and swing to go in the different avenues that have now in this world, we wouldn't stop talk. Which is nice, guys. I mean, it's nice having you guys present on Basic Unconventional Raw Nutrition page.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right? So I think in terms of the man, we don't really talk. We wasn't trained. Remember, from small, men wasn't trained to show feeling. We had two things we were allowed to do: get angry and sex. We feeling hot and we vex. If something bothering us, you see to level and say, baby, you know, this bother me today. We didn't get that social upbringing. So for women who in relationships with men, you had to kind of encourage it and foster it. Yes, you know, like a chocolate.
Yes. Right? So Lion is on the floor.
Shabari.
Shamika is chipping in whenever. Yes, people. So yes, it is real talk. It is cheating and flirting. That's the topic tonight. And we have already established what the next topic will be.
I got my cheesecake.
It will be about honey, because from
What
this
is a hard?
cheating topic, right?
You don't carry should I say he don't carry feelings?
Right now, the thing about it is, I don't believe that men don't carry feelings. You know, they do carry feelings. They just don't talk about the feelings. All right, that's what it is. And as you rightfully said that the upbringing was not to speak out. If a boy fall down and he start to cry, don't cry, boy. Mom is a girl, right? So yes, right? So,
Right
Linda
now,
is saying, I think we need a forum where we can actually speak and not just text. Alright, Liza, so we know the situation now, so I'm just thinking what you are asking is that
Zoom.
we have a
Zoom. Private room.
We can have a Facebook room, we can do it Google Meet, because Zoom just cut you off. You could do it on Google Meet. We could do it on any platform, or if it is, things is up, the COVID situation.
We could always meet and do something, we would.
Yeah, we could set that up.
Because when all of us speak like this, we get the perspective.
Yes.
Right? And then, if you know, and fellas are going to ask a question against the fellas. So all your warm up, Junior, and what you answer first? Red Chica read out Shivani. Yeah. Fellas are going to touch myself.
So Shivani is saying yes, they do. They just don't show it, and they do crave for emotional attention, although they don't show it. So ladies, please pay attention to your men. So as I spoke about, it's not about just financial security, but emotional security as well.
To start to speak up, true.
Right? Now, as Shivani rightfully said, please pay attention, because even ladies too at times, they may not speak out. They may not speak up for whatever reason. They may decide to hold in whatever it is they are going through. Right? So yes, if it is we are in tune with our partners, you will know, alright, something is different. You know what's happening here, and try to have that conversation.
I was going to say something.
Yeah, you're going to ask the men a question.
Oh, yeah, you got that.
Alright, you're going to remember just now.
Yeah, so again, we men, the forum is nice because we gain in perspective.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And guys, sometimes we kind of be unfair to the ladies, and ladies same way, right? So again, are we really ready for the way our minds work in this new dispensation? Because I'm saying, you have a guy, you have a girl, and he going on the outside and come and tell you with his baby, I really went out there because she just do this, that, and you don't like to do that. Where's your next where's your answer? Because if we talking now, let me just say guys start to speak up. Fellas, we start to speak, guess what we talk, yeah? And we really start to talk. Can you all handle it? Can you all understand that we have guys that have issues in the back here? Some ladies I've heard say, I do everything for my man. That ain't true, no. You just tell your girlfriend, I just do everything. No. Because if you just did everything, right? So again, Chica has this smile on her face, right? So as we saying, if we want to start a talk and speak up about things that even things bothering us,
Yeah.
you know, if you all could handle that talk and if you all are mature enough to hear it and process it and actually give us an answer, especially when coming to sex, because if we realize the issue all of us having, think about the general statement. It's about a man going out.
Yeah.
I just summarizing all the talk we talking, right? You probably get. You should I say straight?
No, it has some women are very open to men expressing themselves, and then it has some women they don't want to hear. Yeah, well, you say, man, you don't need to tell me what my emotions, right? So I mean, we need to know that women, we know that we like the men to hear what it is we are thinking, and it should be the same. You should hear what it is the men, your significant others, are saying to you.
And the general consensus is the stepping out is what ladies have an issue with.
Yes.
But I think if at some point we talking, and as is real talk, you know, and we do something private or whatever is the case, or we go out in a restaurant and we go live and we have people and we talking as we just do, right? What I'm saying is that ladies, are you all really ready to hear from your significant other? Because if a gentleman is really stepping out for sexual purposes only, then maybe it has something that he might be like and you don't do. And it have ladies I know this entire relationship say, I don't do this, I don't do that, I don't do the other, I'm not doing it. So, I'm telling you, because if guys start to talk, especially about sex and males and females, that is a discussion. I sure one of these days or tonight, all who with the significant other, maybe on the live or wherever, who married or could even text some message, ask your significant other what is their deepest sexual desire. And I want a lady to tell me on this live who were married what is their husband sexual desire very decently. Right? Lovely. PG. Yeah? But and Chica, you know, we anytime we reach a stage, see ladies start to laugh. But this ain't no laughing matter.
Serious thing.
Right?
So how about so
ladies as well,
is this
ladies as well have, you know, but if we starting to communicate, if we communicating, you will have things. But remember, the general consensus now is men being unfaithful.
Yeah.
What I'm getting, and then we going on the horn, so that's it. We going to get pump. Fellas, they comment upon we tomorrow.
But the thing about it is, you please remember as we go to have that discussion tomorrow on horn, that women do horn as well. So guys, yes, come out in the numbers too.
A horn is a horn, but what I'm saying.
Yes, so both ways, it goes both ways, because we know it have ladies. Ladies, you really put men out there and really shame them, right? And one of the main things that we see women doing is posting up saying, he can't last long, or that thing too small, right? And women put that out there, and that is very degrading to the man.
And to be honest, I don't really see men making them kind of posts on Facebook. Men will have all kind of bad relationships with a female, but I realize women like to talk about a man's nature and degrade him. And women all you go on Facebook and all you add comments and laugh too. Right? So, well, they have a part to play in this thing.
Exactly.
When you emasculate a man, you and that man done. Let me tell you, I am a man here, why I'm telling you. That man could be married to you for 20 years. You carry him in public and you emasculate him, you just get a divorce. I don't care if you stay married to him for the next 25 years. You don't have a husband again. I telling you as a man, stop emasculating men and girls. Just go on Facebook and start to make he this, he can't, what, he's a 1 minute man. It's a 1 minute ladies, and somehow all he as good as all you see. I hear girls say it's sweeter now. They have no man. Right? So in our they real talk and we being real ladies, we had a respect. I mean, the man was good when he was with you. As soon as you and the man done, you only have bad thing to say. I have never listened to a young lady just broke up with a man and have something good to say about the man's strength. Right?
Shivani went and asked her husband, and he said he doesn't have any sexual preferences, and she is saying this man could lie. Men, please, please, please be honest with your woman tonight. Okay,
I don't think
and whenever.
No, it's good that we pleading, but that is something. Now remember, we have not yet learned this trait. I just talk plenty, I don't know, man. Right? I am, man. Right? But my point is, you had a kind of, it's like you're now making baby steps. Shivani, really. Right?
Well, it's healthy.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that to get this conversation going, fellas not accustomed talking about that. Now, this is another thing. Now, I had a friend, right? He had a medical issue. Right? A medical issue, and he was not performing properly in the bedroom. And I mean real. He had and he was ashamed to tell his girlfriend. And his girlfriend, going through that with him, emasculated him. Because only when they had an argument, she would bring up his performance. Right? He had a medical problem. Now, he shared that medical problem with me. But he was afraid to tell the woman because of what she might see or how she might take it, or even. And he told me, so when we falling out, that you want to say about it. So ladies, you know it had a topic we spoke about, and somebody talked about Trinity. I ain't seen Trinity. She talked about stamina and lasting long and all these desires that women desire. You had to open them line of communication with that man. Because that man could be going through, he might not be able to satisfy you. And it may be because of a medical situation. And if all in all lazy, he can't open up and say, girl, I have high blood sugar, I have type 2 diabetes, and it affecting me in a negative way. And maybe that is why it affecting my performance. And then because you care, and you see?
And the next thing too is, if it is recognized, okay, the man is not really performing, you could say, well, let us go and do a checkup together. Not here, but you need to go and do a checkup. No, I ain't finding you performing at my level.
And women really just do that.
Right? Don't do that. Say here what, let us go together, let's do a checkup, let's see how our health is, and that is what you do for somebody that you care about. So you can't say you care about the man. And then when they get vexed, all it is you're doing is emasculating him, telling him about his performance. And you're not doing anything to help the situation. You're just making the situation even worse. Right? Because it's not only the medical side that affects a man, sexually, it's all emotional too. So while it is, man is not emotional being, yes, they do have emotions, they do have feelings. And if it is you're not treating them right, or you're emasculating him and telling him degrading things, then he will not feel like having sex with you. So whether it's have high diabetes or whatever, at least he's still supposed to feel some sort of sexual attraction towards you. So no, don't degrade him. Say, let us do this together, right? Because that's where we went inside there for, to be together. So go together to the doctor, okay?
And you are speaking to one of the sexual education teachers as well, so she is versed as well in bridging the gap. Right? So ladies, again, if we had to start this open conversation, and we could do it open, right? We could do it open. Shivani was, I think, the only person who actually asked her significant other.
I know it have a married person on the life here. I don't know, like she doing everything.
Right? So my point again is, the reason why I said that is just to test, to prove that we don't say anything. Right? We ain't telling him. I ain't talking to him. Because we don't know how ladies.
So, is there any male out there who actually, is very open? We know Lion is so plenty.
I am open.
So he will be open and he will say, this is what I like.
This
right?
is done.
So are there any other men out there who are open in their really, because we know it have men on the live. So John, Lennox, Teron,
Taro, talk to me.
Andy, who was again on the live? Junior.
Yeah, Junior, they're present.
Let us know if it is you are open to telling your significant other your sexual
Preferences.
yes, your
Right,
desires.
so this is about cheating
Flirting, I don't know how
and flirting, and it is now going into horning. Tomorrow evening we will be dealing with the horning section, so people.
So I guess this is an introduction.
So this is an introduction.
Right, so men, John,
The men are not
Ian,
going to
John,
say anything,
Sharon,
Chica, because I
no,
told you.
yeah, they don't talk. So they won't even say if it is open or not?
Let me tell you why.
Why?
Let me tell you why. You start a relationship with a young lady. We ain't married, we ain't thing, we ain't do nothing. Anytime the topic of sex is spoken of, the woman tells you what she does not do. So I'm going to tell you. You see, remember we one-dimensional, Lizel. Listen, knowledge. Learn quick. Learn quick. Men are one-dimensional.
So Teron is saying, of course.
Yeah, so that is why we're talking.
I don't know if you mean of course he tells the woman
Yeah,
what his
well,
sexual
yeah.
preferences. I hope that is what he means.
Right? So we are one-dimensional. So if we now starting off, you have already put a block in my mind. I might love you, like you, I might find you very attractive, you're intelligent, good scope.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, to say what he desires.
Right, good scope. But remember, if a gentleman likes a particular kind of favor or something to do with sex, and from the beginning you tell him, I ain't doing that, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. What happens is that he's not gonna ask you ever again.
Well, he's not going to speak about it.
He not, because you don't tell him already, ain't it? Yeah. So, and the thing with desire, all of us are different people. There are people desires just burn like a flame. Some people desires just overpower them, and they need it like a drug. Some people are addicts. There is a thing called sexual addicts. It is a real thing, right? Lisa, she's very right. Lisa. Shade of colors, right? So if you start off with, I don't do this, I don't do that, I am not doing this, and women do that a lot. So if I step out of this relationship, it is because of desire.
So Lizelle is saying she's a very willing person.
But as you, Elise, you come from a different time, man.
Right?
These girls and them, hey, brother man, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Come on, fellas, we know.
Yeah. Nice. That is very good, Teron, that you know.
It's a very healthy relationship,
yes,
Teron.
that you know you would have spoken about it. That is very good. Right. And not everyone does it. So I mean that is very important, because then they might ask why it is, and then they don't understand why, and then when it is you hear what it is they are interested in,
problem,
and you are not willing to do it, are you allowing them to go and find, they allow them to, engage in their desires outside of knowing that you will not do it. So I think we probably working that out, boy.
Big up Sonali, she believes they are sexual addicts. And I want to tie in, because we're tying in flirting, cheating, we're coming out from soulmate. And as I said before, sex is a very powerful root. We cannot ignore how powerful sex is. Sex is the only act that creates life. Right? So people who connect on those kind of levels, it is hard to find someone that would connect that same way. And if I can't sit down and say to the person I going down that road with, girl, I like this. And to be honest with you ladies, some of the guys have some kind of desires that you wouldn't like. So that's why I ask if we are ready to step into the 2021, because the world has changed. The world has changed. This is not all you're talking real Bakaya thing, If we go New York now, all will be like, "Ooh, I want to go back." Listen what I'm saying to you guys. The world is not this cut clear black and white thing as it used to be. There are fellas that have some kind of desires, ladies that might make your blood crawl.
And what about women who have
Women, same way.
Men might say like, that's a no.
No, no, that is it. You see, that would save a lot of broken relationships. Because if we did do that in the beginning, we would now waste each other's time. You see, if we did talk this in the and ladies are sure, let's send some ads because are sure, if we did talk about this in the beginning of the relationship, you will not waste my time. Because if I know you walk out in the bedroom, so I don't run that race, and it's something funny. But if you look at outside of our country, there's a lot of weird desires. People into bestiality, and we have to understand that. And if you get to understand this person desires, it might say, oh, that I good. And cut it, as we say, short and right justice.
Right, so Sonali is saying, I am very open. I would like to learn what are my partner's desires as he learns mine. Sex can never be one-sided, or desire will die very quickly.
Excellent. And Miss Bartholomew eloquent in the words, because again, something with that kind of power, right? Something with that kind of root. Now, and then remember, from the flirtatious vibes that we own, from cheating, the message board going wild.
Alright, so Diana is asking if it have anyone here about something important in a relationship after this life. Diana, I'm not exactly sure, so I will speak to you after. Right? So I don't know if it is you want to speak to somebody to get more idea about relationship and how it is you go about communicating your desires.
And if you all serious about that, we are on tomorrow.
Yes.
And you all could jump back on and start from where we left off. It could look like this is going to be a 2 hours live.
I think we crossed 2 hours.
Right? 3 hours. It's a movie. Right? So again, as we saying, the stepping out, it is for a purpose. A guy or a girl is not stepping out unless for the desires of sex, if it ain't, right? And ladies, had to be honest, fellas, we had to take a little licks now. Why are you beating ladies alone, Right, fellas, we had to take a little licks. Fellas, we are healthy, You want the sexy chick. She hot. She have energy. You suit in, you get through. They get the number. But fellas, you can't handle the girl, boy. When it's time, fellas, not because maybe have a medical problem, It's because we are taking care of ourselves, fellas. We're rubbing this thing here and it's getting higher and higher and higher. Fellas, that's why Burn Team here. We walking tomorrow. Skin and back. If all you're feeling the feeling and getting the symptom, I only moving woman, I glad. The ladies real jumping out and training, I glad to move it woman alone. But fellas, we talking but we want desire and we want the lady to do this and we talking. But when we get in it now, we are healthy.
And it goes both ways again.
Yeah, we are healthy.
It goes both ways because it has some ladies that be like, what this, that, the other.
Yeah.
And they are not even reciprocating.
Yeah. Right? So we will open the forum and I think ladies glad to hear this vibe.
Yes.
So that they could get from, sometimes you need to ask a man and no man to ask. Right? So you have guys here and we would share what goes on in here. So once you know what's going on in here, you can understand the fella. Right? Now if it's desires of sex and stepping out, we starting tomorrow.
Yes.
We're going to start with the real nitty-gritty all you. When I say nitty-gritty, if all you ask me, why man does horn, keep that not for now. And I start to tell all you, don't vex you. Right? So we will pick back up this tomorrow.
Yes.
So look out, Chica will do the event and you'll log in and click go in and share it, and we will continue. And the new topic is horn. Horning?
Horning. I don't know how well you want it.
A horn is a horn. I like that Trini style. It go be a horn is a horn, and we started from the baseline. So is your boy Lion?
And a girl Chica Dre is Real Talk. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Well, here we go. What is this?
Bye.